Doing well today. I have logged in, and I'm just gonna run around real quick and see if there are any prophets just kind of hanging around, waiting to be slaughtered. I don't really think there are. I've kind of gone over it. Um, there's one in the encampment itself, but heroics are. But as far as in the this portion outside of there for the solo ones, not so much. I could probably take the heroic ones at this point since they're grown, but I was just looking around for something over here, so not really super
Well,
interested.
stranger, perhaps you can help my brethren in need.
No, I think that's too far away, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'll fly over toward the
Salutations.
good docks. Could, you know what I will? I'll just do that. Make that easy. So hopefully everyone is doing well tonight. I believe I may have already said that, but hey, you know what? Repetition is good for the soul. That's what I hear. Ah, yes, of note. A friend of mine gave me a computer monitor. So now I have a computer monitor sitting over there. Um, and so I'm able to put ACT on it. I went ahead and got it, the Advanced Combat Tracker app. And that way, if I feel so inclined, I can Chippus Jaffa says, "Oh my god, I've been EQ2 slacking." Now, the question is, does that mean you've been slacking on playing EQ2? Slacking on watching me playing EQ2? Or playing EQ2 and slacking? Slacking on playing. Ah, man. It's a rough situation. It's time. It's 8 p.m. over here in the central time zone. Stop slacking. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you need to do fix watching this. Okay, alright, well, that works. That works. I'm gonna repair all this stuff. And then I'm gonna pop over to Enchanter Dance. So, yeah, I downloaded a Advanced Combat Tracker, and I've got that running on the other screen here. So, maybe I'll figure out a little bit more about it than I've ever really done before, because I've never had a second screen just for looking at ACT on. And so I've never done as much, never really looked into it all that heavily. I've had it before and I knew how to use it a little bit years ago, not very much. Because did you know that all the things I intended to do when I went back to town next, I didn't do? I don't know what they were anymore. But anyway, back to that. Years ago, I did do some raiding and whatnot, and as a result, I learned a small amount about ACT, but definitely nothing to write home about, nothing to brag about. So I should possibly take this opportunity to learn a little bit more about it. I know there's a way to put in triggers for different things. I really don't see any necessity or anything like that. What I really wanted to do was test out different AA setups because it's so incredibly difficult, as Drapala and I were discussing earlier. It's incredibly difficult to know exactly how it translates. Um, from the numbers that are given in the AA windows on here to the percentages that are given in our current stats. So I would like to probably have a look at that at some point. However, I can tell you it's a whole lot of monitor brightness right now. All 3 monitors on facing me. Wow, this is really bright around here. So what have you been doing, Jibba Jabba? You said you haven't been playing EQ2. Been working or something crazy like that? Been on a lot of private servers. Oh, that makes so much more sense. LOTRO 2007. Legends of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Lord of the Rings online. You mistyped and I misspoke and together we did something there. So I actually didn't realize that Lord of the Rings Online was that old. I was thinking more like 2013 or something. I didn't realize that it was out in 2007. I never played it. I heard about it. A lot of people who play Everquest 2 have also played that. But yeah, they did the same thing to it that EQ2 did. Yeah, they just took a classic thing. I know that World of Warcraft also did that, where they have a server that's from, that same kind of time period. World of Warcraft Classic. It was great back then, but they wowed it. Oh yeah, okay, that is what EQ2 did. Yeah, it's a sad day. And I do understand that what they were hoping for, right? At the time, those games that wowed it, as you want to call it, they were seeing that World of Warcraft had so many people playing it, and they wanted a little slice of that pie. But unfortunately, the people who wanted to play World of Warcraft were in fact playing World of Warcraft, and the ones who wanted to play EverQuest have been playing EverQuest, and so when they started making EverQuest more like WoW, that did not attract the WoW people, but it did drive away some of the ATT people. So it's an unfortunate decision making there. So the Jabba says it's funny that back then everybody wanted to be WoW, but now people want old school MMOs. That's right. The reality is that the people who wanted this kind of MMO were playing this kind of MMO, and they're in fact playing this. Yeah, they didn't want WoW, or they were playing WoW. It's not like we didn't know it existed, right? I think everybody who played EverQuest was well aware that WoW was a thing. We didn't go play that because that's not what we wanted to play, right? We wanted to play this. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm adjusting these monitors while I'm talking here too, because boy, this one is big. It's bright. FPSL says there were a lot of things EQ2 got wrong in the early days as well. There's a balance between electrical depth and being respectful of the time of players. I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't get anything wrong. Certainly, there's some things that are very nice to have that they have done. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. Because things like the armor sets that they later added, and I've talked about that a lot of times on here, think that guy just tried to harvest my mode. Did you see that? But anyway, I think that the armor sets are very convenient and I like them. But you know, it's difficult to say whether the luxuries would be taking away from the overall feeling or not, if not for the other changes, you know. Chiba Jabba says I did the Monsters and Memories playtest. Respectful of players' time is definitely not what they're going for. Okay, now Monsters and Memories, my understanding is that that is EverQuest 1 that has been reskinned. That's what Shadow was just telling me the other day. And I haven't tried it or anything, but that's what they said, is that it's just actually a new skin on EverQuest 1. Which is interesting if so. I haven't tried it. Don't know if I will or not. Looks like we've got an ad going. But yeah, I don't know. I never played EverQuest 1, so I can't really weigh in too much on it. Well, let's see here. Oh, apparently I was supposed to inspect the Midwater Bridge span in the Lazy Dream. So I'll have to go check that out. Still need the guppy. Okay. Boy, it's too bad I wasn't paying the slightest bit of attention here, isn't it? I've ended up over at the mill. And I'm gonna just feign death if I can. Oh, well, I'll just die for real instead. Let's see what we got here. Oh heavens. FPSL says one example is the non-persistent instances that kick you on a single death. There's nothing fun about getting a few friends together on a weeknight and trying to kill a boss. Someone makes a small mistake, you wipe, but you don't get another chance for several days. Maybe that was the only night of the week you could all get together. And things like this is what caused players to go from EQ2 to WoW. It doesn't add challenge, only frustration. Jabba says, well, if you want a quest, you have to actually type back to the NPC. Well, that's interesting. I actually am put in mind of a game that I played that I really enjoyed. It's not an MMO, but it was the first game that I ever ran across. Okay, that may not be entirely correct, but certainly one of the first modern non-DOS games that I ran across that you have to actually type to the NPCs. FPSL says, don't get me wrong though, I love EQ2 and it's my favorite game of all time. Alright. Yeah, I would agree with that. It is definitely my favorite MMO that I've ever played. There's no doubt of that. MMORPG. Because of many, many reasons. And I've definitely mentioned many of them before, but I would say that even still, even in its current state on live, which is just a pale shadow of what it once was, but even in its current state, still think that EQ2 is the best game in town, you know? But that's not to say that it is or ever was perfect. I mean, nothing is perfect and nothing can hit everybody in the same way, for sure. So, you know, you can only expect so much. PSL says, live is a shadow of what EQ2 was during the EOF, so that's Echo's Fable, Cunard, the Shadow Odyssey, Sentinel's Fate days. Right, and I know that a lot of people really enjoyed the Shadow Odyssey. Echoes of Fable is about to come out on this server next month. Yeah, I think that it's valid to say that that it went downhill significantly but it's still very good. So compared to other games, it's not okay. So live is not good enough to keep my attention. I can't do it. I can't do the constant dungeon grinding, the lack of ability to choose what you actually want to do. You know, the streamlined quests that people who don't enjoy quests still have to do them. You can't play with your friends until you do them. Then it's just the dungeon grind all day long. It's not my idea of a good time, but I know that some people enjoy it, and that's fine. Um, let's see here. Jibba Jabba says, I try to play live and it's cool to be overpowered, but it does get a little boring. I don't really like to be overpowered personally. I like challenges, right? Um, I like to, I don't know. I just don't like things falling dead instantly, right? FPSL says I'm having a blast on Origins. Yeah, I'm having fun here. Jibba Jabba says I'm one of the crazy ones that enjoys Shattered Lands. Hate Desert of Flames though. Kingdom of Sky and Echoes of Fadeware are Chef's Kiss, I suppose. Um, so I was never a fan of Desert of Flames when it first came out. I wasn't a fan of it, and I've never loved it at all. FPSL says Desert of Flames is awful. I think the devs were still finding their feet during the first few expansions, particularly that one. Actually, like I really liked the adventure pack concepts that they had back then, such as the Sundered Split Paw, and then they had the Tombs of Night. I really think that that was a cool aspect. Something small that they could do between expansions and keep people entertained, and I thought that was neat. Um, really, later on, one thing I really liked was the Shadow Odyssey. Not so much the adventuring as the crafting. That was really the first time that they focused on crafters to that extent. It had always been, well, we'll toss them a little bone here and there, but the Shadow Odyssey really did a good thing for crafters, and I really appreciated that. FPS says yes, except the crafting, the epic timeline, and Cunard, which was fun. No, I agree. It was definitely. I think that they did a good job there. What I don't like was forcing people who did not want to craft to craft. I didn't think that was right. It was another thing that I think they did wrong on live is making crafters adventure and making adventurers craft, right? So part of the allure of the game is that, in the older days, you could do whatever it is you enjoyed doing. You could go and do quests if you wanted to. You didn't have to. You could craft if you wanted to. You could quest if you wanted to. You could do collections if you wanted to. And yeah, that's the issue that I have with the Green Art stuff and that, well, the crafting stuff later on, let's say, is just forcing you. You have no choice. You have to do this, or you can't play the game. You could get to level 100 or whatever, and then you can't progress. That's very limiting, and that's not very sandboxy at all. FPS says, yeah, they didn't do a good job of balancing that. Well, they just chose not to balance it. They just said, no, you guys just can't do that anymore. Now you have to play the way we want you to play, or you don't get to play. Well, I've got to. Oh, there we go. There's the scout we need, I think. I was like, I need something over here. But this is the guy. Alright, encountered a runny ass scout at Midwater Bridge. I should speak with Deputy Jumbelly near the western opening of the wall. Right? It's gonna be this way. We do have room for another quest. So, I ought to go and pick up the one over there. No, actually, this is my highest level character at this time on this server. FPS.
Hello.
Deputy Joan Billy says, I wish I could have gotten a post inside one of the wagons. And I say, why is that? He says, well, standing out here in the sun isn't all that much fun. This armor is itchy, and I'm hungry. I say, I'm sorry to hear that, Deputy Joan Billy. He says, it's okay. What can I do for you? I say, have you seen anything strange in the river? He says, there's been a goblin terrorizing the area for a week now. I guess that could be strange. I say, I don't think he'll be much of a problem anymore. Thanks for your time. Then we report back to Deputy Huckfar in the Enchanted Lands. Yeah, FPS, I have been just taking my time, you know? Not really worried about, leveling up or anything like that. I'm actually leveling faster than I necessarily would want to. Not enough for me to be disabled in combat or anything like that, but it's going along pretty quickly, I would say. How about you? What level is your or are your characters, I should say, on this server? Level 70 Mystic. Do you have others, or is that the one you do? FPS says I tend to just play one until it's maxed, and then I think about doing some more. I have a few crafters there, 70 carpenter and 65 farmer. Yeah, it's always nice to have some extra crafting helps at the very least. I personally haven't done much in the way of that any either. I'm just again trying to not go crazy or anything, just trying to take my time and enjoy what there is and enjoy the journey. So I do have a couple more. I think I have 3 more characters that I've made on this server, but I haven't really. One of them I just made to play with a friend, and that one's still on the island, I think, or maybe just off the island. And then I have a second one that's just a crafter, and then I have the one that I've made just for, while I was on the stream, basically to show how it goes, show how to level up, get through the island, do all the stuff on there, and then get through the first 10 levels of crafting, and then I'll do the next 10 levels at some point as well. But I don't want to do it while we have this extra XP going, because I want to show what it's like without that. But I haven't really done anything as far as really laying into anything actually on this server, I would say. We'll go up to Deputy Hookfar now, who's standing in here. He says, "Ah, you're back. I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. How's it going?" I say, "Well, I did encounter a running scout of at Midwater Bridge. The water seems okay." It doesn't say encounter, actually. It says encounter. Unless there's sea there. I'll see that. Deputy Headbar says, I knew those Reniai goblins were up to something. They aren't poisoning the water, you say. Very strange. Something's worrying the hounds. I'm sure I can figure it out. Come back and visit any time. I'm sure I can find things for you to do. Thanks for your help. I say you're welcome, Deputy Huckbar. Accept his 17 silver and 90 copper. And then we'll talk to him again.
Well met.
He says my feet hurt. I don't have to stand here all day long, day after day. And I say, how are the hounds? He says they're still being a problem, I'm afraid. Did you see any shriekers along the way here? I've been wondering if they're causing a problem with the hounds. Would you be so kind as to kill the shriekers in the area? I say, sure. Where are they? He says, you can find them not too far from here. They've been a problem in the past with all that shrieking. I find them along the road here near the drain. Hunt them down. I say, how many do you want dead? He says, all of them, bats. Okay, well, the ones in the area anyway. Do the best you can. If we can thin the population down some, I'm sure the hounds will respond to direction again. I say, okay, I'll be back. Now, I should slay the bats around Deputy Bar's wagon. I want that one over there. That is too far to drag over here without running these guys out. I think this is the last food trip over here. I'll have to go west to get some more. Looks like I've got an incoming ad break in 22 seconds. Let's see, I only have two more that I need, so I'll pop these off and be good to go. And now back over to Deputy Hook Bar again. Man, I can't talk some days. Maybe all days. Alright, he says, what have those hounds gone now? I think follows me, George and Pine. I wonder. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hello.
He says, I'll be back. I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. How's it going? I say, I killed the bats, as you asked. He says, so you have. The shrieking seems diminished. Are you sure you got them all? I say, yes, I have, Victor. He says, the hounds are much better now. The shrieking must have been playing havoc with them. They're still having trouble, though. You must have missed some. Would you kill more, please? And I say, sure. I'll be right back. And now, another 10. He says he wants the ones that have made their home near the wagon, but in all honesty, he doesn't really seem all that particular. Go ahead and just miss this guy while we kill this bat, and we'll run off the bear after that. Call for help, so we can break combat, and come back over here for the bats that were over here. Okay, let's get some nearish. On the other side of this wall looks like. Another one over there we may as well pick up too. Huh. Well, I think they healed me. Very nice of them. Finally. Got another 5 of these guys to get. Ooh, not those guys though. Oh dang. Well, okay. I accidentally joined one very much closer to her than intended. I'll get him off of that. Difficult because I think she's pretty high level. Go back this way so I don't have that issue anymore. Alright, one more bat and we'll be done with that. But I'm gonna wait for this to wear off. Or maybe not. The bat had other ideas about that. And now back over to Deputy Hook Bar again. Let's see here. Deputy Hook Bar says,
Hello there.
"Oh, you're back. I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. How's it going?" And I say, "I am done killing bats." He says, "So you have." The shrieking seems diminished. "Are you sure you got them all?" I say, "Yes," for the second time. He says, "The hounds are much better." Actually, he says, "The hounds are much better now. Thank you very much for your time. Here's a little something." All right, and now he's going to give me some boots of some kind or another. Now, what kind of boots do we want? What we don't want is to, well, let's see. Well, we don't want any of these boots, probably. So, what would be nice? Feel like maybe these tongues would be good. So let's take those. You're welcome, Deputy. And now let's see what he has to say.
Well met.
My feet hurt. Why do I have to stand here all day long, day after day? And I say, "You seem very busy." He says, "Busy?" "Yes, of course I'm busy. Deputies are always busy. I need no time to do all the investigative work needed. It's a real challenge, I'll tell you." And I say, "Can I help you?" And he says, "I'm doing a mural. It's a big painting, in case you don't know. I'm just an apprentice artist, but you know that dreamy deputy down at the docks? She asked me to do a painting for her. The museum she's building." I say, "Oh, I see. You're sweet on me." He says, No, I'm not. That would be against the rules anyway. So on to business. I need a canvas. We need work." I say, "Yes, I do." He says, "Great. I need lots of help here. First, I need some pristine bear parts. That'll make a good canvas. They must be pristine, though. Not any boat will do. I also need some red paint, which I usually get from the goblins. Finally, I'll need a bit of river water to wash off my brushes." And I'll say, "All right, I'll get to work." He says, "You're a real pal. Appreciate it." And I say, "Okay, I'll be right back." Now, Deputy Huckball wants me to find bear pelts to use for his canvas. He needs red paint from goblins. He needs some river water to clean his brushes. So, how about some unseasoned briar paw? It seems reasonable and close by. Got a couple of these cubs here. I don't want to go with those regular briar paws here. And certainly not the great briar paws. Like that, this briar paw here, for instance, is currently on me. Not interested in him. Just gonna run him off, methinks. Got the river water by jumping into the water there. Probably ought to switch into my adventuring gear. Well, I say that, and as soon as I say that, I run into some rocks on harvest. If we head to the west a bit, we'll probably run into some more bears over by the granary. You know what else occurs to me is that I don't have my trap up, and I should because I need some lancer wasps still. So, let's give that a shot. Ah, a handy dandy briar paw club. Oh, yes, says you can make a method of cook the food and harvest for when it's much easier. Yeah, normally I do have the tool here in my little window over there, but let's see here. Quick tool command target one, you target next to the PC. Choose, you make one for each tool, you just hit the appropriate button. So I haven't put the harvest part on it. I've just stuck the harvesting tools over in this little hotbar window over here. But it works pretty good. I've actually really been enjoying having it there because it's so easy to switch. Now, as far as the set, I just like to have the other sets. They make me happy. And later on in the game, when you end up getting all of your different crafting gear, it's super handy to be able to just put on your armor set and then switch back into your adventuring set. Yeah, I can't wait for more crafting gear. Yeah, that's gonna be a while, really, though. Yeah, yeah. You get you've got the artisan's tunic right now, and then of course, if you're high enough level to do more in the village of Shin, uh, but when the Shadow Odyssey comes out, if soon that it were to get that high on the server, I don't know if it will or not. But if it does, then there's so much gear you can get, and it's awesome. And especially if you go and do those group quests and you get those all of that jewelry and everything that you can get, so cool. That doesn't look like it's going particularly well, but maybe. Okay. They got it. All right. Okay. Yeah, and the epic cloak. Yeah, absolutely. Um, that's good times there. I really did think that was such an awesome expansion for the crafters, and it was the first one. like I said, the first one that I felt like really did a good job for crafting. But yeah, I really liked it on Lab when they came out with the armor sets because you can do whatever you want to. You know, you could have what I used to do way back when this was, a little more current time period in the game. I was playing a Guardian at the time, and I ended up having different sets for different things. So, like, if I was going to some of the harder lava storm stuff, I might have a suit of armor that was just for when I was fighting elemental damage things, right? So, to have some protection against fire. And so I'd have different sets. And then also, the way that mentoring worked, if you did a lot of mentoring and you ended up really getting a good benefit by having a set of gear of the appropriate level for what you were mentoring to. So I ended up having all of these sets of gear that I just kind of kept around and would have to switch into in order to go do different things. And so they didn't have armor sets at that time in the game, and I just remember having to carry this stuff around with me. And then like um, I had the strong boxes I was carrying, which was very unusual at the time because of the fact that there was item weight, and you had to have a certain amount of strength to carry a bunch of those around with you. So it's just this whole thing trying to keep up with all the gear. And after they came out with the armor sets, I was like, man, I wish they'd had this back then. And now they do on this server, so it's pretty interesting. Especially because it's so easy to miss a piece here and there when you're trying to do that. I also just realized that I'm telling you about this in the middle of a break, so unless you're a subscriber, you're not even hearing me. So that's cool. Ah, very good. Excellent. I'm sitting here just being amused to myself, realizing, man, I've just gone on this whole uh, line of conversation. It's a little bit off topic and not talking to you at all. So I'm glad you could hear me. Looks like I just need one more goblin and then three more bears, and I'll have that one knocked out. auto finishing problem with requirement. I think it's funny with the goblin that says, I'm dying, I'm dying. Which is like, it seems like he's being over dramatic, but in fact, he is dying. Like, that's levels of humor there. Oh, look, a couple of grandpas over here. Just waiting for me. Standing here, who knows how long it's going to end. Looks like Copernicus will come over and take care of us. Two Lancer Wasps on track as well. Don't know. Looks like I need 3 of those, so that's a good little percentage. But of course, a shiny. Gotta grab that. You can pass out the wood, okay. Ah, there it is. The answer wasp in question. And there's the last one that I made, so that's nice. Oh, sweet. That button. Oh, and forces repetition dropped. However, we already. Okay, let's see. We may already have this one. I'm not sure. Let's see. This one is for salt snappers. I'm not sure if I've done salt snappers 0699. And this was an enchantments quest. Okay, I have already done this one before, so I think I'll just delete it. And now I have a little bit of room to pick up, quests. It occurs to me that I think I saw a quest I hadn't grabbed on along the wall of the and said that I would get it and then forgot to get it. Pretty sure. Might make it over there this time and remember to get it. You never know. I only need one more, so I'm going to get this one resolved by his lonesome instead of those 2. Leave those covered for somebody else who may need that. For our car covered for any of the myriad of reasons that you can need them in this zone. go. And then I'll put the trap for the garden. I'm going to trap those fruits and vegetables. They'll never escape. Now, can I remember to go pick up the quest? That's the real question. I'd like to harvest my way that direction, but I also know that there's a possibility that if I do, by the time I get there, I may have forgotten what I was doing. And of course, I've got to get that shiny. And then those rainbow lights. It's as if they're just throwing everything between me and my goal here. How can I ever expect to make it to this route? And I need to get more of these grindstones next time I'm over on the docks. Brilliant white, soft red, and dim red. Let's see what we get from that. Nothing interesting. Well, we'll try them. We got soft blue, soft red, and dim red. Begin to search, and we get nothing interesting. Huh. Well, it wasn't very nice. Well, we have bright red, dim white, and brilliant red. Well, let's take an ancient silver coin. And perhaps we can go again. Yes, soft white, and bright red, and brilliant green. Which has given us nothing interesting. Cool. We have one more left. Let's see if we can, there we go. Soft blue, and bright green. Nothing interesting. Well, we're all out of those grindstones for the moment. I'll try to remember next time I'm on the Thundering Steps docks to grab some more. But we'll see if that happens or not. Maybe you guys can remind me. Alright, let's come hop over here into this little hobbit hole in the wall here and talk to Sarah Greenberg, who says, "What's the meaning of this? Barging in like that." And I said,
I have plenty on my mind without the likes of you barging in my home.
And I say, "I didn't mean to intrude."
Well, it's to be expected, I suppose. We're all a bit on edge nowadays. Not to mention our last group of miners hasn't checked back in for supplies. It's dangerous working out in the North Shore mines.
And I say, "Can I help?"
Oh, that would be wonderful! Please deliver these supplies to them and get an update on their progress. I'll gladly compensate you for your efforts.
I say, "It's a deal." Alright. Get the supplies to the miners is the quest there, but you need to go back over to Dickie Hook Bar. And there's paint and canvas and water. by way of this home again, of course. We have Deputy Hubfly,
Well met.
who says, "Why, you're back. I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. How's it going?" And I say, "Here are your paintable supplies." He says, "Great, thank you for these. Yes, this paint is perfect. You've always got to have a good ray. I'll have the painting done in just a bit. Please come back and I'll have it ready for you." And I say, "Okay, I'll be back soon." And when I
Hello.
talk to him, he's very fast. You can't imagine how quick. He says, "Ah, yes, the masterpiece is complete. Would you be so kind as to take this to Deputy Nettlebrine?" And I say, "Sure, by the docks, right?" He says, "Yes, her post is near the docks." And I say, "You've got it, thanks." Now, why I'm thinking him, not sure. Just forgiving me work, I suppose. And so off we go to deliver the lovesick deputy's painting, but not too fast because we run across this animal den. And so, therefore, here we go. We've got all of the nodes in the world in between us and the ducks. But we'll conquer them. One by one. I do love the harvesting tools. It's very, very fun. Ad starts in 44 seconds. There's also a tree ant over there, and I don't like to pass up tree ants without going with them on road because still need some of the lower legend pieces. And they do take a while to drop. So if I see one, it's difficult for me not to go ahead and play it. I can do it a lot of the time, but it's a tricky thing. So we're gonna go over here and talk to Deputy Brian,
Greetings!
who says, "How can I help you?" I say, "Deputy Hugbarson, this for the museum." She says, "That's so kind of him. We got to work on this. It's a shame, really. There's no place to show off this kind of craftsmanship from the modern era. Unless, and I say, unless what?" She says, "Unless we have some fundraisers. We're going to hold a fish fry and can always use some fresh fish. If you'd like to hunt some up for us. Something big. Probably it's supposed to be something big that'll feed a whole crowd." And I say, "I can do that." Well, let's see here. What do we have? This is a whole thing right here. You know what? I think maybe that maybe there's like you said or something. Yeah. Sure. I'll take the deputy pants instead. Alright, and while I'm over here, because I'm thinking of it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to Nick Forest and then Thundering Steps so that I can get some more of these scrying stones. Otherwise, I'm going to be wandering around out here in the wild and see some rainbow lights and not be able to get the goodies out of the sad. I do love to throw my money at those things and hope for books. So if you want more of those scrying stones, you can come back over here, find these boxes, and we have this Liet's Royale. Royale, okay? Or Roliat? Probably Roliat. Alright, anyway, we talked to him, and lo and behold, he sells them for 18 silver each.
Fully refundable if you can find it.
Which is a ridiculous price, of course, but we will buy 50 of them anyway for a total of 9 gold. Good evening, Stroby One Kenobi. How are you doing? And we should check with the mender as we run by. See if we do. Yes, we do need to mend. And then in my harvesting gear, no less. Stroby One Kenobi says, "Not bad. How are you?" Oh, I'm doing pretty well. A friend of mine gave me another monitor, so now I have ACT up over there, which I haven't actually used, and I also have like the stream manager thing in there, so I can kind of see what's going on a little better. However, I also have very bright lights surrounding me, and my bed is kind of killing me. So it's a mixed bag, really. Ah, spearfish. Lots of awesome spearfish. Not really a fan of going in the water to kill stuff, particularly in the deeper water, because then you end up having to swim down to the bottom for this, that, or the other. Not my idea of a good time. So I'm just going to run around along the coastline here. And if I see something like that, well, we just saw that one down not far out, I'll go ahead and grab that, and I'll pull it over so that if it does drop a chest, it won't be very far down. And then I won't have to go swimming down into that water down there. At least the waters in this game aren't particularly murky. They really have some clear stuff going on. All things considered. That's a good reminder, FPS. Don't forget to claim your daybreak cash. I have not claimed mine. Let's see, I don't know if I can claim on here. If we're live today. Doesn't look good. Is there a... Let's see. Are there any tricks for claiming it on here? Do we know? I'm checking again. Doesn't look good. Look at the shop. The red shopping cart. You know, I just haven't really tried to claim it. I don't think on how to... Okay, just click it from the bottom down there, like this. Okay, red shopping cart. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's right here. Wonderful. Yeah, it did go through there for a second. I think it did. Well, thank you. I'm used to the whole slash claim thing on mob, and I normally forget to claim it. Because, you know, I just, it's not something I'm good at. So thanks for the reminder for sure. 500 station cash is enough to buy or daybreak cash, as they call it these days, is enough to buy a depot for your house. Whether you want a fuel depot or ammo depot or harvesting depot, I think it costs 499 station cash. Very, very helpful. Especially if you have a guild to share them with. Oh, very nice. Finished up that collection, and in fact, that was one of the things that I remember now that I forgot to do last time I was in town, which is turn in collections. I think that makes 4 that I need to turn in right now. Let's see, rainbow lots we need to throw some scrying stones at. Bright white, soft red, and brilliant green. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Jim, for your contribution. That's neat. Now, use another one. We got bright green, and brilliant white. What we find there. We've got tiny coin purse. Oh, with a couple of ancient silver coins in it. So I'll take those. Now we have brilliant red, bright white, and bright blue. In the search, we have found a damaged urn or a scrying stone. I'm going to take the scrying stone of those options. Now we've got brilliant white, brilliant blue, and brilliant red. Let's see what we get from that lovely combination. We have an intact ancient cog or 4 scrying stones. I think I'll take the scrying stones. Okay, we got bright green, brilliant green, and bright blue. We have found a slight opportunity. Excellent. We like slight opportunities. We're all about it. So what we're going to do is find out which of these initiates lesser training coins we already have. By doing a search for initiate. Not even initiate, I just did part of it. But anyway, looks like the only one we currently have is initiate Marshall's greater training cone. So actually any of these. So we'll take the initiate Marshall's lesser training cone to start with. And then we'll see if we can make this trigger anymore. Sometimes if you move just a little bit in these lights, it'll trigger when it would be before, but not right now apparently. So, off we go. Continuing on our goal here, we've got some velvety roots. I don't know exactly what the goal is, except harvesting things and going vaguely in the direction of the miners that we need to go and get the supplies to. That being said, I fear that my inventory is going to fill up before we make it over there. So that goal is unlikely to be achieved at this moment, but that's okay, because I do need to turn in those collections. And wait, there's another rainbow lights. We've got bright green, dim white, which I think is a weird thing to say, dim white, and soft green. And it's like, dim white, we had a disturbed corpse, is actually great. It's interesting. And now those lights are gone, so we've used them all up.
I must obey.
Ah, yeah. Let's speed up on this halfling overall here.
Kill me. End my pain.
And I think I'm actually as this winter hit pretty hard. You might even say they hit hard first of all. Give her a second there. Give me a little time for this detriment to wear off a little bit. Well, or, you know, maybe get killed. Who knows? Who knows? Try a little ranged on this. Oh, nice. One up toward the ends. Goodness, another threatening commune is threatening. And they're trained up over here. I don't want any part of those works. Especially not when I'm already at orange life from a couple of non-heroics running around in my harvesting field. It's not great. I'm going to have 4 bugs in a moment. I think I'll take a short break at that point when I call the town because my eyes are not pleased about all the bright monitor lights today. I'm gonna have to dim some of these at some point. On the plus side, I feel like I've gotten a decent number of roots. Let's see here. Looks like 54 roots. That's not bad considering I'm not exactly on a harvesting mission. And that was in fact the last thing to harvest before my bags are consumed. All to the city. And then I'm gonna take like probably around maybe a 20-minute break and get some food and whatnot. I'll go ahead and leave this on while I'm gone. And then I'll come back. So, alright. Going AFK, and we'll return.
Thinking?
Thanks, it was nice to meet you, Everquest.
To be among the highest leaves and branches of trees, to feel free. short welcome here.
Oh, different house. There is a little coffee. And that's I noticed this thing. We're out of tortillas right now. Mm.
Okay. I have returned. Still kind of finishing off that last fight, but we got some food and we and I do make some more Everquest successfully. My head is a little bit better after that break, so hopefully I've turned down the monitor brightness on one of the screens, and that may make it better, hopefully. Definitely need to pop in and deposit some different things in the build. So, clears out the bags a good bit to do that. Well, let's see. I'll pop over to the vendor over there. And sell a few things over there.
Please tell me you're not trying to get a
There's some
loan with
things and things
livestock
I'm not
collateral.
sure. Yeah, I've got this book for sure that needs to go in there. We have to do adverts, this much of it. And I've got this, got some ancient poems. I think that's all of those things that I need to look up right now. I do want to sell a little bit of stuff. I'm going to click hide not for sale. For sale. Hide not for sale. Boy, I'm telling you, really with it. There we go. And then you get some of this stuff out of the old bags. Okay. That'll be a lot better. I'm going to sort this. I see that I'm not so drink again, so better get back in there and get me something to drink. And then, perhaps I can make myself. Nope, I can't make myself a necklace yet because I'm not high enough level in the trade skill. It's unfortunate. But I definitely do need to get something to drink from that. So unfortunately, we have this little food and drink crate. Sort it by level, and I'll just grab something. No, it's not great. Guess I'll get some of this box breath beer here. Fine. And put that stuff. There you go. Let's see, we need to. Well, I know what I need to do. I need to get enough kinos. Because I need to sell off, or not sell off, but turn in these collectibles. And so we'll hit the down below, run through here real quick, and hop into North Phoenix from the sewers. And of course, mark this treasure chest along the way. like you do, right?
In service to the Kino's Guard, you have performed.
And then we're gonna run over here to our favorite collector, Reverse Statue, and tune in these collections real quick. And just to see where we're at, 53.9%, 0 vitality. But we do have a 14% server point spend on them. So, 53.9, and we turn in 4 collections. And we're at 79.9. It's not terrible. Alright, so we have here the Gatherer of Divination. Not one that I'm interested in, so we'll throw that into the Arcane Orbs collection. Then you have the Storm Shepherds, Darnella Finis of Belwith book. Then we have a Gatherer of Channeling, so nice. And we'll add that to the collection. And then we have the Storm Shepherds, the Calm. That's another nice little book there. And then we have the Gatherer of Duplication, which again, we're going to throw into this collection. So there we go. Now we've almost finished the Gathered Orbs collections, what that means. So cool. Let's get going. Congrats on that ring Lycian belt there. Alright, so it looks like they're in Obelisk of Lost Souls. Level 50s. Up to 53. I could go play with them without them mentoring. I'm change into the guilds right here. And then, you know what? I will go ahead. I think I'll go over to Keenest Harbor. Yeah. Radio phone. Could have taken the ticket. I could have gone to the Harbor Master and gotten a ticket for either Night Forest or Thundering Steps. And if I'd gotten one from Night Forest, I could have easily gone to either Commons or Enchanted Lands, depending on which way I end up going. Don reckons you need some alpha and sinking sands. Well, maybe I'll go harvest some. Plans change if you drop the hat. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to I don't think I can harvest it. Pretty sure my, neither my crafting nor my adventure level is high enough to be able to get the rares over there.
Well met.
Don says he's about to be free for anything. I wonder if I have anything that I would have to do, particularly that needs more throughput. I did not check the inverse rat daggers if it works yet. I have quite a few break quests, but I don't really have any of them that I'm really interested in doing. I mean, I guess we could do Ruins Bar soon. I do need a few things there. I know I still have some things to finish up from that zone. Looks like the fellow's going to bed. And an ad starts in 56 seconds.
Hello.
I need to get some of those blue light filter tintings for my glasses. All of the blue light is hitting me right now. It's crazy. Alright, well, I'm turn off these three quests that are not in ROV. Go ahead and turn on the ones that are in ROV. So now I have a good number of them. I have Dust Strillers, and I've got this Isizor crazy guy. We need to do prison break still. Cover the Black Research Tome. Find Craft of All. Find the secret vault of knowledge in the universe. I'm not gonna put. Well, I mean, I guess I could. I don't want to put that. Examine the golden creation room. Examine the forge. And destroy things inside me. And I can grab that in Jen or whatever. John, probably John or whatever.
I've seen a lot of people go down to the dungeon, but I haven't seen a lot make it back up. Of the ones who do return to the surface, many go insane from the horrors they witnessed below.
I guess those people just don't know what they're getting into.
The truth is, no one knows the darkness that lies beneath, and I'm afraid if we're not careful, the evil within may one day spread to the surface.
I think you may be right about your assumption.
If you share my fear, please venture into the depths of the dungeon and thwart the evil forces from contaminating the surface.
I'll do my best to contain the evil. That one is a repeated quest. I don't know how many times it repeats. Maybe 7. I'm not sure. Okay. Definitely been a couple more of these dust thrillers, and getting that out of my badge or journal, that would be a good plan if you ask me. And of course we have shinies to be left along the road. Can't be missing out on that. Also, I better make sure I have some regen totals going, except I might be out of spare the wheel. using my harvesting gear. That makes so much sense.
I am in split call.
Alrighty. I am not, but I will be soon. Alright, got that knocked out. I think what I'm going to do first and foremost is my adventuring trip. I think that's a great idea. Call those guy. You just going to use this glowing azure shard to get me over the split.
Have you grabbed the Trial of Harkness quest?
Yeah, I have that one. Oh yeah, he was going to go restart his computer. I forgot.
A torch and some bravery are all you'll need in here.
I think that Don is resetting his computer and then we'll be back. I'm going to go run around and see if anybody has any feathers printed. I think they will, yes, because I believe that I deleted some of these in order to make room for others.
Hey, wanna have some fun?
What kind of fun?
The playing tricks on my friends without getting caught kind of fun. You game?
Sure, what do you want me to do?
I want you to go into their hangout and smash up their boxes of stuff. Make
Are
sure
you
you don't
picking up
get
the
caught,
repeatable again?
or you're toast.
Yeah. Okay, how do I get there?
Here are the directions to the hangout. I suggest you
Okay,
use the
I just kind of want to do
eggs of
some,
spirits to help you.
probably
They
just like
drink
the
a
once,
lot down
honestly.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes. Alright. Soil Scratch says,
Not so loud. Are you trying to wake the dead with that voice of yours?
sorry, I didn't realize that I was yelling.
I can't be distracted by you or anyone else. I'm still trying to pinpoint their location.
Pinpoint whose
The
location?
rock crawlers, of course. They get closer every day, and I don't want to be here when they arrive.
What in the world are you talking about?
We use our inside voice here.
Sorry, but I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Look, there's something going on beyond these walls besides the Dark Ones stealing our young in the night. If we leave those rock crawlers unchecked, they'll threaten our food supplies and our very lives.
I'm sure I could be of assistance if you required it. Alright, now, let's see. What shall I delete? I'm ready to pick this up. Not that one, obviously. And that's the city vet. That's the city vet. And that is a city vet. Let me get that one that I just picked up out. Alright, no. Except.
I think the crawlers are just down the hallway, past one of the abandoned cave shafts. I'm sure you're resourceful enough to find your way around.
I'll manage.
Good, but be careful. I'm sure I heard something big moving around in there.
I will return later and let you know what happened.
A torch and some bravery are all you'll need in here.
Which one should we go into?
Just the normal one.
What?
Don is saying that he can't come in. I'm not sure why, though. He should be able to mentor us, I would think, of come in.
Yeah, he should mentor before he comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
600 split claw trial of Parkley.
Oh, now it's finally zoning you. It didn't bring me for some reason. How did you mentor down to 40?
It mentored me. I didn't mentor.
If I go in, am I going to be in the same one as you?
I have no idea. Alright, Don says I can go into first instance, and I try to go into another. It says I can't because I'm mentored. I see.
Weird.
And I can't unmentor.
I'm unearthing today. 5 scuba divers are caught in a riptide and sweat out to sea.
Nope, I'm not in the same one as you.
No,
Maybe it's because you weren't my level.
maybe. I'm not sure. Light braziers in Temple Parkway.
So I guess we're just going through different instances.
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to take way longer.
Oh, I'll probably die. And so that'll make it quicker.
So I know that I can get at least to the mushrooms by myself and, do alright. But I ran into a problem where I was stupid and I didn't know there was a second plank. So I I had moved the plank that I used to get over to the middle area.
Died
And
already.
so
So that was fast.
well, I just made it to the second knoll, so
The gnolls wandered up on me. I got 3 of them on me.
there's a lot of wanderers in here.
Mm-hmm. I actually thought it would zone me out, but it did not.
Oh no, you can respawn. Ooh, I got a rare heroic opportunity thing.
Nice.
It's one that increases my physical mitigation by 300. That's pretty nice.
Alright, we've got 10 more seconds on this res sickness, and then we'll try again.
Oh, by the way, the buff. Awesome.
Say that again? Didn't hear you, Gerger.
The buff you get in this zone is like super amazing. And it makes me sad that you can't take the buff out of this zone.
Oh, I need to put the torch on. Right? Or no? Do I need to... What?
You need to get the torch. It's near the entrance.
Yeah, I got it. Do I need to equip it?
No, you don't need to equip it. However, you do have to actually click on like the wood inside the braziers. Like you can't like click the brazier.
Right.
No matter how convenient that would have been. Oh my gosh, I'm managing to kill things without spending my entire mana bar. Amazing.
I'm trying to find the buff that you're talking about.
Oh, no. You don't get it as soon as you... You have to get to the arc first.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not seeing a buff.
No, you have to get to the arc. And, like, have all the torches lit and stuff.
And you've done that already?
I got that far the last time I went in this zone. Then I, like I said, I did terrible things, not noticing there was, like, a second plank. This plank is for some reason being extremely uncooperative with me.
Yeah, that's how the planks do.
Well, the other plank worked just fine. It's just this plank that's being stupid. And now it's phased into the floor. Now it's useless. Great. So I won't be able to... I'll have one attempt to do the mushrooms. God, I hate this. Glitchy, freaking nonsense. Yeah, I somehow, it let me put the, it let me put the board in the floor. I was trying to place it normally, but it was being retarded instead.
I see. I don't know what to tell you. I have not gotten that far at all. I've only lit in one torch so far.
I've lit, like 3 torches so far.
Nice. Sounds like you're moving along pretty well then.
Yeah, I don't know how you're not moving along faster than me. It's because you're not able to withstand their attacks.
Yeah, I have to heal, and plus I died.
Alright. Yeah, you got jumped by like 3 of them, you said.
Well, jumped isn't accurate. They wandered up while I was fighting the first one.
Ah, yeah. I often have to like move around to avoid the wanderers.
No. I was as far around as I could be. I was at the edge. They just wandered over there.
Well, somehow I have just been wandered past by 2 wanderers while I'm fighting some guy in the corner, and I gotta say, they gotta be like blind and deaf.
That's not how it worked for me, unfortunately.
Because I'm behind the brazier, maybe? They can't see past it? That might be it.
I have 3 lit now.
I have lit my 4th.
Good job.
And I'm proceeding to the next level of the thing. And now I wait for my power to begin.
That's the one I already lit. That box is here. Perhaps to get up that direction.
These guys are rude.
Lit that one as well.
They want to like flay you alive just to hear you scream. They want to eat you and stuff.
It's true.
I think I'm being offered a shield.
Looks like it.
It is a tower shield, which is good. I wonder where I got it from.
Pieces of Obelisk with Lost Souls.
That's a cool shield. I am now out of power and just slowly... Yeah, I'll take it. Oh wait, he's looking at it on the broker? I mean, if you want to buy it...
No, he's not looking at it on the broker. He's saying that he'll sell it on the vendor, basically, if you don't want it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'll take
Maybe.
it.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I think, so what he's saying is it only sells for 11 gold. And so, he could sell it to a vendor and get more for it. And he's offering it to you.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it if he, sure. He doesn't want it.
Let's see what this says over here.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's
Seems like
just
it'll
goes
be
to
a
the
good
same
shield
thing.
when I hit that level. I don't know how it compares to a Mastercrafted, but it seems like it's probably comparable.
Yeah, I know you're in voice chat one.
He's telling me. Because I messaged in the guild chat.
I see.
I mean, the HP doesn't matter. The protection and other stuff seems good. If it's got higher all of that, then, definitely take it. It gives the hoot about the HP. I mean, if everything else is higher, then, yeah, seems good.
Alright, that was 6 out of 8.
Yeah, the other two are up on the ledge next to the arc. I just got up there. And then you click
Yeah,
on
I
the
was.
art, get like this really kick-ass buff, or this really
Those are the
awesome
ones I
buff.
just got. I got the ones up there. It's the ones around the room I haven't gotten yet.
Oh, I see. You get this really awesome buff. Spirit of Harclave. You heal for 4% of your max health every 8 seconds. Increase your power by 0.6% every 8 seconds. Increase your speed by 15%. Increase haste by 75. Increase DPS by 150. Increase max health, power, and power regen by, max health and max power by 200%. Power regen by 200. Focus by 35. Increases mitigation versus everything by 350. On a combat hit, you get a 2.5% chance to do 5% of their max health and slashing damage. And when any damage is received, they take 0.5% of their max health and piercing damage. Whoever hit you. It's really awesome.
I'm still trying to find the 8th one. I must have turned by it or something at some point. Ah, was the very first one in the zone.
Ah, you missed the first one.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna grab the boxes from the level up here and see if I can try to use them to sort of make a second bridge, because I lost my plank.
Oh, that's a
into
good
the
idea.
ground.
The
Or maybe
Zagamid
then, if
Spore
I
King
die,
has
I can
taken
just come
residence in the
back
people of
over.
Harclave. Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Luckily, I can place them on top of the plank.
Well, this doesn't look particularly wonderful.
I don't know what Don's talking about right now.
Hard to say, really. Well, I guess I'll see what I'll do against these. Quite badly, as expected. So is there a trick to defeating the huge group of heroics?
Oh, I just didn't fight those.
Oh, okay. I
I just
considered
clicked
not
the
fighting
thing
them, but then
left.
I assumed I had to.
I just sort of clicked the arc and then left.
Cool.
I honestly wasn't even really aware that a huge group of heroics spawned.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, if you ever fall down the hole, there's a platform that will lift you back up. Just figured I'd let you know. I thought about it because I just fell down the hole.
I have yet to find the direction to go after
Oh,
looking
so
there.
you see, so when you leave the area where the like where there's all the knolls, do you see how to the left there's the mushrooms?
Yes, I saw mushrooms earlier.
Yes, that way. You're going that way towards the mushrooms.
I mean, those are also heroics.
Yes, the mushrooms are evil. However, you have this Giga buff, at least for me, it makes it so that I can actually do stuff. Did you get your buff?
I don't know. I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, you get a buff from clicking on the arc called Spirit of Harclave. I don't think paladins do get bows for a long
No,
time.
paladins don't. Not on this server.
I think we only got bows in live.
So I don't have this buff.
What? Did you click on the arc?
You mean big chest in the center here?
Yeah, did you click it?
I did, but then I died.
That's weird. When I died, I didn't lose the buff last time I
I
did
don't
it.
think I got the buff, which is why I was slaughtered by the gnolls.
Yeah, you should have gotten a buff.
Yeah, definitely no buff.
That's really... Are you sure you clicked it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely clicked it. That's what spawned the fellas here.
That's really weird. I don't...
Yeah. I don't think I can do this. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of supposed to be having this Giga buff that makes you into like a Turbo Godman.
Yeah, that's definitely not what's happening here.
Yeah, you're supposed to have that buff. Like, I'm fighting that first group of heroic mushrooms right now, and like you can see I'm taking like you see my health not, you know, moving and stuff, and my power bar is doing amazing and everything as well.
Yeah, that's no bueno. This is definitely not it's not clicky
Yeah, like
anymore, and I think it's just broken.
that's not supposed to happen. I wish I could
Yeah.
you know, show you what's going on my screen, because like it basically just turned you into like a god.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, even like kiting around it, they just
I
can't
could
even.
probably download like OBS and record this or something.
I think you mean ACT.
Whatever. What, shouldn't ACT be showing you things? Or is it because I'm not in the zone?
Yeah, it won't show me your things. Let me share over here nearby me.
Okay.
No,
Because
yeah,
like
there's
I'm just finishing those mushrooms now.
yeah, I don't think that that's gonna work out. I mean, I can fight them, but I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I mean the zone is kind of built around you, you know, having this turbo buff. Oh yes, I see you, Dawn, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Well, I don't really have like Discord downloaded on this computer. I mean, wouldn't you have to have the app to do the screen sharing?
Oh no, no, no good.
Huh. Well, that shows what I know.
Yeah, there's just I don't think there's any way I can do this. All right, well, I guess that was enough of the trial of Barclay for me.
Yeah, I guess I'll just finish up my trial of Heartwave over here.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Still gonna take me a bit, because Paladin DPS is not the greatest, even with this huge buff.
A torch is bravery.
But yeah, I'm currently just like slamming all of my spells and stuff as fast as I can. And you note my power bar is not carrying much.
Yeah, let's see her. What shall I do?
Yeah, but I'm usually
Yeah,
tanking Dawn, so
body
I'm not going to be,
massage machine.
you know,
Nice.
doing that.
See if I need any more of these quests over here. I think I may have gotten them all. There's one of them that we'll have to listen to a storyteller. And I don't know where he is, but I'm look around and see if that's
Also, I
the
don't
one
have any
there.
two-handed weapons in my inventory, so
I'm gonna go
that's just another reason.
check him out.
Can you keep it down? I can't hear what he's saying. Gather round and hear my tale. I speak of ages long past, and heroes long turned to dust. Not long after the sky fell, a young pup by the name of Harclave wandered the deep reaches of the caves in search of adventure. It wasn't long.
If only it also, you know, decreased my ability reuse time, that'd be nice.
Harclave felt a terrible woe before him as he groped around in the dark. It was at this moment that he spied a glowing light gleaming through a crack in the distant wall. Desperate for light, Harclave strode towards the wall, unaware of the deep chasm echoing in the distance. With a yelp of surprise, our hero plunged into the depths of the cavern. Fortunately, Harclave landed in one of the cavern's deep pools.
You can probably do the whole solo arena in the time it takes me to finish these mushrooms, honestly.
Our hero was destined for greatness, as Harclave pulled his bedraggled body.
Because, like, I'm probably not going to die.
Surrounded by abandoned
It's just gonna take me a while.
The Zygomet hunters poked and prodded Harclave, which aroused an anger in him that he had never felt before. Harclave was far from home, chilled to the bone and hungry. How dare these walking mushrooms poke and prod him? With a snarl, he leapt to his feet and struck one of the hunters down with a single blow. The shocked Zygomets tried to retaliate, but it was too late. The warrior and Harclave had emerged. He could not be stopped. In a blood-hazed frenzy, our hero destroyed all in his path. It was not until many hours and many bodies later that our hero collapsed with exhaustion, falling into a deep slumber. It was some hours later when a search party finally found Harclave, and his deeds became known to all. Over time, Harclave came to be known as one of the greatest known champions to ever live. And so, I come to the end of his tale.
And that's how you get to bust the carpet. For the trial with the carpet. And that's the one I was trying to do a moment ago. And I was unable to do. Unfortunate. So I did not get the buff that I was supposed to have gotten. Peregrine is correct. I can go do the solo arena while I wait on him. Alright, so we start this by talking to Trip Slytail.
Welcome to the pit. Are you prepared to face our champions?
I'm ready to fight.
Here are the rules. The last person standing wins.
Okay.
If you win the match, you may take your winnings and leave.
Oh, I said that I'm usually
Or
tanking,
continue
not
forward and risk
focusing
losing
on
it all.
Go on.
The more you risk in the pit, the more you stand to gain. Are you ready for your first challenge?
I was born ready.
Your first challenger is usually used as a training pet for split-paw children. See how you fare against...
This real quick. Might make things a little easier.
Yeah, as you can see there, Kip, I got
Well
just like
It seems that you're
ambushed by
worthy
way
of
more than I
fighting
expected to
in
pull,
the
and I
pit.
totally would have died without that huge buff.
I'd like to continue fighting.
Your next challenger has been starved for several days, which should make for an exciting fight. Battle on! You continue to surprise us! Congratulations!
I'm ready for my next match.
A favorite among the fans, we bring you the Scourge of Splitpaw! Yellow Tooth! Congratulations on defeating the aged Yellow Tooth! Now that you've proved you can defeat our enfeebled elders, you can take on more difficult challenges!
I'd like to continue fighting.
Test your strength and resolve against this! expected that strategy. On to the next challenger!
Let's fight.
Your next opponent has been trained from birth to destroy newcomers in the pit. Prepare for battle! You handled yourself well in there. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Of course I am.
Known to crush rock with his bare paws, our next opponent has the strength of 10 gnolls. We bring you Fossum Excellent! You defeated Fossum and prove you're worthy of our next challenger!
Bring them out.
In our next epic challenge, you'll face off against the duo known as Split Paws Hope. Ready? Fight!
Alright.
Good night, Don.
Where's this one? Once he comes, a little closer. At midnight.
You truly shined during that last battle. Well done.
I'm ready for the next fight.
Nothing you've battled thus far can prepare you for this challenge. Good luck. Fight!
I think the next one is the final battle. How's it coming over there, Gavin?
Well, I'm killing the mushroom. The named one that the scorpion.
Amazing! Can you be stopped? We shall see!
He's going down pretty easy.
Send out the champion.
For a double arrow up heroic that's 3 levels higher than me, he's definitely going down easy.
I break in 2 seconds.
Okay, so there's him. Now I have to kill some guy that's taken Harclave's tome. I don't know where he is.
You defeated our champion! You're the true pit master!
In that case, I would like my prize so I can leave this place.
Yeah, I gotta kill some new guy. I don't know where he is. It's probably. I was kind of
Here
hoping
we
we'd
go.
be able to do this zone together, but
This lovely boar's
I
head.
guess we would have had to click like the difficult one or something.
I'm not sure. Then we have this earring. It's a nice earring for the level. And we already have it. Yeah, it's a lower piece, and apparently I must already have it, so that's too bad. I probably threw it in my bank. Maybe see. Alright, because run this little event. I went and did the solo arena.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty slow.
Let's see that. What kind of fun things do we have there? That's the teleportation shard that gets us here, so I suppose that's for
There's a
a
lot of
few
these sulfurous clouds that like debuff my everything,
loser.
especially damage, which is already not high.
Well, let's see though, just as a
Makes the
comparison.
encounters drag on a little.
The fire and arrows that I have in my bags are better than the arrows that they have here.
So did you get another one of the ranged weapons? Or did you
But
get
not by
something
all
else
that
out of the
much.
chest?
No, I got the same earring as I got the first time. I couldn't loot it because it's Thor.
Okay, same thing you got as the first time, so it's the same thing every time in this server then.
No, I don't think so. I think I just got the same thing. It was an earring. So if you were hard up for arrows, these are 4 silver each. I don't know, that's not great. Fair ones are 1 silver each. So if you get I guess it's decently cheap for they are in arrows. These aren't nearly as good as the handcrafted ones, but it can get you by in a pinch.
My sister has a crush on Gideon Pathweed. I'm sure he'll notice her during the next tournament. Only the strongest can topple the champions of the Split Paw Arena.
Turn green when you're ready, he says. And that's right, I will return. I don't know how many times you have to do these repeatables to get your fraction up high enough. Like these guys to get the next sets of quests. Sabertooth. Yeah, they don't control interesting things that it's bad when even the exile folks ain't nothing. So I have my city of Kino faction at 35,000, which is pretty good. I wonder if the two of us could go and do the arena with any degree of success, but we really need is a healing. I wonder how bad it would be. You want to try the heroic arena when you get out?
Yeah, whenever that ends up being.
A torch and some bravery are all you'll need.
It says that a torch and some bravery is all we'll need in there, but I think that buff of the arc is also something. No, okay, well, that's what's feeling.
Ah, gosh. More wasps.
Well, let's see that. We are having a fun time waiting on Garrick in here. I've actually been trying to fix my computer issue at the moment because right now if I press Alt Z, it opens up my GeForce Experience. I don't want it to do that. I want it to open up my zone timers. So it's not great. And I'm gonna see if I can open that up and change the settings so that it doesn't use Alt Z to open. So far, I haven't been
Apparently
able
there's
to.
a lot of wandering stuff in these tunnels. Who knew? It's like, I'm here fighting these things and like more stuff just keeps piling on as the fight continues.
What I can do while we're waiting, though, is I can try ahead and get one of these ads out of the way. That way, we'll get into the up later. Alright, I fixed it. Great job, you. Okay, looks like I won't be able to do the files of Enclave for 7 hours and 21 minutes. And that would be the failure lockout. No, that's weird. That's supposed to be the success lockout. Well, I didn't succeed. Well, okay, maybe that was considered a success, I don't know. Because I was able to pick the quest back up. I did light all of the braziers, so maybe, I don't know. Gladiators triumph the Silver Arena. I can't do another for another 1 hour and 48 minutes, so it's interesting. Oh, that's strange. It seems to be starting an ad. And I just started the ad. so that it wouldn't start an ad. How weird. At least the failure rate, failure zone lockout is under 15 minutes. That's good.
A torch is burning.
Well, let's see that. My experience data is 0 at this point. That's good. Mentoring, I get a 5% detriment for serve bonus is 14%. I'm 81% into the level. This shows my level is 40.
I'm sort of just
down.
aimlessly wandering through tunnels at the moment because I don't really know where the next place I'm supposed to go is.
It seems to consider it a success if you click on the art, because my quest updated from mine.
Oh, yeah. The zone is considered a success, but the quest isn't finished.
Mine, I picked it up again.
That's weird. Because I still have a whole named I have to kill.
Like your quest tells you to?
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. I think mine was messed up, obviously, anyway.
It's just, if you leave the zone, you just lose the quest.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was that. It's not even like that, because in my zone timer, in my lockouts, it shows the amount of time that it would be if I succeeded, not the amount that if I failed. If I failed, it would be a 15-minute lockout. But if I succeeded, it's like an 8-hour lockout.
Okay,
and I'm
but
currently locked out for 7 hours and 17 minutes.
Quest journals?
Say that again?
Is the quest in your completed quests?
It looks like the ones in there, looks like it's Find Your Companions, Witch's Prank, and the Eaters and the Eaten are the completed ones, so.
Yeah, so it didn't actually finish the quest, you just lost the quest.
Well, it did something because, like I said, I'm locked out for 8 hours, as if I succeeded.
Yes. Getting to the art makes it a successful zone, but it doesn't finish the quest.
I don't know. It was not in my journal anymore, and I had to pick it up again.
Yes, because it makes you lose the quest. But it's not in your completed quests, because you didn't actually complete the quest.
I don't know. It was weird.
Split paw is a weird thing. There's a lot of weird stuff about it.
Right. I just mean the fact that, like, I didn't get the buff or anything, and so it was obviously being, yeah, it was a bug, obviously. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this buff makes me able to take on multiple heroics of equivalent or higher level. It's pretty insane. I mean, I can just leave the zone though if you want me to.
Whenever you're ready, I'm waiting on you.
Well, if you're waiting on me, I'll go ahead and just leave, even though I haven't finished. If I can find a way back out of here. I found it. Seems like with the wolf totem, you don't actually need the plank to get over the first jump.
Really?
How about the rock crawlers?
I'm sorry?
How about the rock crawlers? Let's do that.
You mean out in Thundering Steps?
No. In the Split Paw, Crawler's Extermination. That quest.
Oh, the crawler nest?
Yeah.
Sure, if you like.
Oh my. That's a bunch. Yeah, those dots hit really hard.
They do appear to.
I don't think this is going to go very well. So there's a ring event. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to recuperate between spawns.
I think you're not quite ready yet.
Yeah, probably not. At least we can walk past these guys. That's nice. gonna try following the spider.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. And that takes us here. I don't remember anything about the egg sacs.
I think we have 30 exacts.
Apparently stepping
Or
on
else
them makes the...
they hatch, yeah, into, those, or maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, hopefully these don't hit as hard. I'm not sure. Do we need to kill these guys?
Yes, we do not kill these exacts because they are not, killable right now. We just have to stomp on them and make them hatch.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, do we have to get rid of all of them? Are you sure?
No, I don't know. Alright, you ready to try this, guys?
Yeah, I think I'll give it a go. Oh boy. These guys are hard. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Well. It's probably good, right?
They're everywhere. Maybe if we move more towards the entrance, we'll be able to, like, get just, like, one group of them. Because they do seem to be multiple groups.
Yeah, they're not all together, that's true.
And I noticed they sort of only sort of meander over here every once in a while. thinking.
All cancer, smoker.
Okay, I got these guys. Oh boy, they're tough. Okay, this is bad. Another group of them coming over. Get them off of you, because you can't withstand that nearly as well as me. And I'm not withstanding it very well. Oh god, they're gonna do that. Oh, I thought another group was coming up, because I saw one's name. Well, I'm out of power. Okay, so now we hide in the corner and regenerate.
Exactly. This is our lot in life.
However, this does seem to be, sort of working.
So far, so good.
Oh man, yeah, if we didn't stealth, that guy totally would have spotted us. That hive defender. I saw his name, like, big and bold. Okay, I'm gonna get in first person so that I can see.
Yeah.
Because my is all scrunched up against this entryway here.
Okay, if you can stand on one side of this, and I stand on, so like, if you stand as far over this way as you can.
Okay, so
and
if I stand over
here,
and then they get on me, and then I move over to the other side.
Well, I need to get behind them if I can. So if we get behind them this direction.
What I'm saying is, I stand on one side, and then, whatever side you're on, and then once a group is on me, I go over to the other side that you're not.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's only a matter of time until one comes close enough. Yep, here they come. This guy by himself? I have attempted to pull him this way. I don't know if it works.
He does not have any interest in going that way, but it's okay. He's close enough for me to get one of them off anyway.
Plus he's big, I think. His model is large. Honestly, this guy is less difficult than multiple of them, just because he only does the dot once.
Yeah.
The other guys stack dots, and then that's bad.
There are many of them.
Yeah, and really it's the dots that do it, because like their own damage isn't really anything to write home about, it's just their poison. Okay, I got another hive defender, and this guy comes with a friend.
Couple of them.
He got two friends. That went well. He's
Too late.
already on us. Yeah, he's already spotted us. Ah, dang it. I tried to get the other one that wasn't missed, but it didn't.
It's alright.
The models were like inside each other. Couldn't tab or F8 to risk that, so I had to just try clicking.
It's alright.
I clicked bad. Okay, cool. This time we got stealth in time.
It's slowly but surely making our way through them.
For some reason, even though I had my totems on auto-consume, they decided to stop auto-consuming.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you, to make sure they were on earlier.
I thought for sure that guy saw me. Okay, there we go. I got a group. Okay, I did my best to get some of them to turn this way. Did it work?
Yeah.
I think there might... Okay, there's only like two
groups.
Yeah. I was trying to like word. Okay, there we go. Got a group. Okay. I think I got this one to turn it back to, so focus on that.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, I think there's only one group left.
Pull them back here
Or
just in
actually,
case,
that
because
one
there's
guy.
at least 3.
See what you mean. So eventually some named should spawn.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine.
I'm gonna head over to the middle just in case I need to be here or something.
Okay.
Oh, there comes some more. Yeah. More,
Good.
stuff. So
I
back to the corner it is.
stepped on some guys there.
Yeah, I thought that they might spawn if I went out into the middle. Whoa, whoa! I was not prepared for that to come out of nowhere like that.
No, you weren't exactly what we call ready.
Oh my gosh. And I'm not even like full power or anything.
Not even close.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what do you have you can do about this situation? Try to live.
Nothing. For just heal myself. That's all I can really do is just spam every heal and try to like stun and knock her down as much as I can. And that dot hurts. Her dot hurts the most. And I'm out of power. So, good luck.
Painting worked.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to be able to get her from full health like that.
We did good though. We got her down pretty low. Unfortunately, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm just slightly not durable enough, and don't have cure potions for this level of stuff. Honestly, that's the real killer.
It really is.
Well, for one thing, another interesting thing about this zone is that there isn't actually a way to leave it. Like, even after you kill the queen, this room's still all sealed up, so you just have to teleport out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, if you revive, it'll revive you back at the start, right?
No, it'll revive me back in the den.
Oh, cool.
Also, even if it did revive me at the start, there's no way I can get back over here.
Oh, yeah, there is, because I could get back over there and then just smuggle you in.
You can.
What?
How?
What do you mean? I can just walk over there.
Get back over there.
Like, just walk like this. See?
Can't just walk back over to the start.
Why not?
Because this door right here is the
Oh, it's
doorway.
sealed. I see it. Sealed. That's what you're trying to tell me earlier. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So, just chalk this one down as a failure, really.
Well, okay. So I can, I mean, I can evac. I wonder where that'll take me.
Yeah, but it's probably going to take you out. And also, you can't solo her anyways, and this doorway
Right.
won't reopen. No way in.
No, there's no way I can solo her, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. You've died so fast. You couldn't solo her from, like, Orange, so...
Right, yeah, definitely not. No, so I can try evacing. I don't know where it'll take me.
Probably take you back out of the zone.
Right,
But,
yeah, but I
I'm
mean, that's
gonna-
the options at the moment. Like, either die or evac, or I could try using my teleportation shard somewhere called the
Oh yeah, this
city.
corner would probably be your best bet, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the one place that they, like, don't meander over very often.
Well, let's just see what happens when I evac where it takes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking me back to the den.
Okay, I'll just revive them.
Well, that was
Oh, well.
entertaining.
Yeah, I can't quite handle it. I would need a cure potion for like level 40.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or-
yeah, cure potion would be great.
Yeah, or an appropriately leveled healer. One of the two.
Really, any healer. Anything that can press the cure button.
Yeah. The cure noxious.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it was a good try.
Yeah, I think I might log off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
I think I'll go ahead and call back to the city.
Yeah, now that we have the teleporting crystal thing, you know, that's a thing we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason I don't like to leave Split Paw until I get the crystal that lets me come back.
It's pretty easy to get it, though.
You have to do, like, 3 quests. Or 3
No.
of the zones, I think.
No, I just got it after I did the hideout quest.
Huh.
Yeah, it's part of the quest line of the glowing shard.
I guess so,
Dark and
yeah.
Dasher shard, and then you get the glowing one. And then you can call.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I suppose that might be the case.
I'd not save it manually. Saw some of this stuff. And then I'll have to call it pretty soon because I am going to need to start doing things to get ready for bed. A lot of these items can be used as crafting components, but unfortunately, hey, Buggy George. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, they sell to the vendor for more than the components are worth a lot of the time. So, something to keep in mind there. Rain Warrior, yeah, interesting. What her name?
To be among the highest leaves and branches of a tree, to feel free.
I've often wondered whether a carrot would be a help or a hindrance in life amongst the treetops.
So I've got one thing that I want to go ahead and take in and dump into the collectible depot. And I think I might have a quote for the Spell depot. And then I'm going to call it a night. It was, this streaming with you guys. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Somewhere in there, depending too on, when I get on, when you guys are, on as well. So, again, it was a pleasure talking to you. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. If you haven't followed me, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see when I go live. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.